technology, that is television, computing, and online resources during the week. And I would like to start off with my first point. I have some statistics here basically describing what the current state of students' relationship to technology is in America right now. Ages 8 to 18 devote an average of 7 hours and 38 minutes to media per day. 46% say that they have rules on what they watch, meaning that 54% do not. 70% do not have rules on the games that they play. 74% do not have rules on what they listen to. And 48% do not have rules on what they do on the computer, basically meaning that we have very few parental controls on our students' access to media, and that is why we are having such a detrimental effect on our school children in America. Now, studies done by the University of Michigan and by the National Board for Education Statistics directly link the overuse of recreational technology to failing test scores. California, ourselves, we are ranked 44th nationally throughout the country, and the U.S. is ranked 16th among developed industrial countries in the world. Now, with our kind of economic resources and our development in this country, don't you think that the U.S. should be ranked a little bit higher than 16th among the developed countries of the world, seeing as we sort of do have the resources for this, but I think it's obvious that students spend way too much time accessing recreational technology rather than doing their homework. Now, in relation to what they said about recreational technology, that students see it as the fun thing to do after school rather than go outside and play. Well, it may be the fun thing to do for most students, but it's not the healthy thing to do. And it's obvious that we can also link another detrimental effect on our youth, obesity, to the overuse of technology. Now, we can say that it is caused by the rise in restaurant chains, that it's caused in unhealthy eating habits, but statistics show that 65% of unhealthy eating happens in front of a television, and that a large percentage, 51% of households say that they watch television as a family and that they hold many of their meals in front of the television. So we can link unhealthy eating and failing test scores, two of the main problems with today's youth, back to television and recreational technology. Now, they stated that typing and researching is something that today's generation is good at, and that students need to use technology in order to get good jobs in the future. But last time I checked, playing Halo 3 online with your friends doesn't give you the life skills necessary to get a good job in the future. As far as typing and researching goes, I believe that falls under the category of non-recreational technology, seeing as typing up projects and researching for projects, things that are involved in our school lives, are not recreational, they are indeed educational. So anything that the opposition brings up under the terms of being related to research or typing should be disregarded because that's obviously not recreational. I agree that typing is good, but it's not recreational. Every single animated feature film between the years of 1937 and 1999 involved acts of violence, meaning our animated films, things that our parents grew up with, things that we have grown up with. Television has taken violence in media a step too far. And statistics show that children, by the time they're 18, will see 200,000 acts of violence on television, 16,000 of which are murders. Now, we can say that, oh, it's just television, it has no effect on us. But we have seen tragedies recently, more and more, that show that it is obvious that our children are being affected by the things that we see in television, and by the video games that we play, which also link back to violence. Columbine, Virginia Tech, and many other countries have experienced similar anomalies. And these anomalies can be traced back to television. Violence in media is corrupting our youth, and it is leading to unnecessary bloodshed and true tragedies. The decline in test scores and rise in obesity is not an anomaly that cannot be traced back to television. This occurrence in America is directly linked to the rise in popularity and affordability of television. Some other statistics that I have on the detrimental effects of television: 7th to 8th graders receive 1 hour and 35 minutes receiving texts, just receiving texts, and 11 hours and 35 minutes of media exposure per day on the weekend. The average student spends almost half their day exposed to media. Now, for all the evidence that I've provided, I believe that it's obvious that my team has won this debate.